through your heels, really. So we need to do some things specifically to keep ourselves safe, our back, and strengthen those muscles. So first, we're just going to come and stand with the block sideways between the legs, and you probably feel your ankles touch it. Now, take your femur bones and turn them slightly outward so that your heels start to point a little more towards your block. Does that make sense? Yeah, Colleen looks like it. You were somewhere else? I'm just looking to see what everybody else's butt's doing. So does everybody feel their butt doing something fun when they do this? Jared? That's exactly right. The butt should go in and up. So we've activated those external hip rotators right here when we turn those bones. And we're only turning the femurs out to where knees and feet point the same direction. We're not going into external rotation. Most people collapse inward. So, right? Feels amazing, doesn't it? So hold some of that so that your femurs are slightly rotated out, because this is something fun you can do anywhere when you're out in public. Nice. Then let's inhale, take the shoulders up toward the ears, and then exhale, let them float down. Eyes can be open or closed. So shrug them up pretty far, engage those upper traps, and then down. And the whole time, you still have that slight external rotation of the leg bones, which should cause your arches to lift up and feel those 3 points of contact, the point behind the big toe, the pinky toe, and the heel. And your butt does exciting things. Weight, block, yellow band. Then take your scapulas. Good morning. Weight, 2 weights, block, and a yellow band. Everything I've got here. Weights are right there by Tina. So now take your shoulder blades, squeeze them back toward the spine, move them away from the spine. So feel your scapulas orbit around your rib cage. Still holding the block. Notice how your shoulder blades move your arms. The stretchy band is where Tina is, and blocks are over there too. Good morning, I am Dixie. We've met, right? I thought so. So now bring the arms back via the scapulas to where they hang right by the legs. And then rotate at your shoulders so your palms go inward and outward. Once again, this is happening at the shoulder. Then rotate at the shoulder so your palms face in. And let's close the eyes and take 5 breaths. At the beginning of those 5 breaths, notice how you feel, what you think, and how you're breathing. Are your heels still pointed slightly towards the block via the hips? Then after that 5th exhale, how's the breath, the body, and the brain feel now? And then place one hand over the belly, one hand over the heart. I'll show this from the side. Still holding that block. Inhale, push the hand over the belly forward. As you exhale, suck that hand back and lift the hand over the heart up. Tuck the chin toward the chest slightly, like you're holding a grapefruit. Inhale, let the belly move forward. Exhale, zip it back and up. And as you do this extension, you will feel your butt muscles activate a little bit more. But I'm not dropping back, I'm lifting up. So if you feel this in the low back, take the top hand and just lift it up. Notice I didn't ask you to bend the back, just lift up. If you're a thinker, make sure you're not leading with your head, dropping your head back. If you come back into this extension and you can't swallow, your neck is too far back. So exhale, feel a zipper from the pubic bone right up through the collarbones, so that we get a spinal extension from the low back, mid back, upper back. One more time. Make sure the left hand is on the heart, right hand is on the belly. Femur bones are still rolled out. You feel your butt doing exciting stuff. Breathe in, belly moves forward. Exhale, draw back and turn the upper hand to the left. Come back through the middle and turn just the upper hand. So the lower half of the body is not moving. It is static. And all we're doing is turning the rib cage in relationship to the pelvis. This is trunk rotation. This is twisting. Notice things like, is your head leading the way? Do you feel things changing across the feet? If you feel your right foot getting pulled inward, do less. Then switch hands. Right on top, left on the bottom. Breathe in, bottom hand moves forward. Exhale, zip the zipper up and turn the rib cage to the right. Try to keep your head in line with the center of your collarbones. You still feel the arch in the feet, the activation of your butt muscles, a micro bend in your knees. Are you breathing? Then come back through the center. A little bit of movement. How's it feel? Bend at your hips, knees, and ankles. Grab your weights. We may regret this. We may do this without weights very quickly. We're going to see how it goes. Once again, feel the difference here. Go ahead and let your femur bones turn inward. Feel how your arches flatten out and your ankles touch, and then turn them slightly outward. Arches lift up, butt engages. So try that a few times. Just moving at your hip joint, and notice how it's going to affect your knees and your feet greatly. Just get used to that sensation of external hip rotators activate, unactivate, or contract, uncontract, whatever you want to call it. So now, all we're going to do is keep that activation of the glutes and go down into a chair and come back up. So keep those heels slightly pointed towards your block by keeping the external hip rotators active, slow and smooth. Neutral spine. Make sure we're not overarching. We're also not flexing the spine. And let's slow it down even more. Feel if those muscles that surround the big hip joint are doing their jobs. Do knees and toes point forward? These are the muscles that make sure the knees don't collapse inward as we go up and down. The neutral spine. Leg bones neutral, turning slightly outward to neutral. We're going to hold this position and take the weights up. And remember, if the weights are heavy, bring the weights down and just do it with your arms. Then from here, let's inhale, flex the spine. Exhale, extend it. So from the side. We're moving in cat-cow. Think pubic bone toward the nose. Pubic bone and nose move away from each other. And then we'll hold one in neutral. Spiraling those leg bones outward. Heels pointing slightly toward the block. Arms reaching for the corner between the wall and the ceiling. It gets hard really fast, doesn't it? And then come up. Arms come down. 4 more times, slowly coming down. Feel what's happening at your hip. Let's make these real effective and just do a few. Come into chair. Bend at the elbows or keep the arms down if they're getting heavy. Reach. Now, take your pelvis and just shift it side to side. Still feeling a nice arch in the foot. Toes are touching. And coming back up. Arms come down. Nice. Rotate the bones outward. Feel what's happening at the feet. It's about the third set now that my body's starting to get it. Oh, this is different. There we go. Bend, reach. This time, take the pelvis and move it around in space, kind of like a figure 8. Take your figure 8 the other direction. That one's hard. Coming back up, arms come down. Last 4 chairs, holding those femur bones steady. So those muscles stabilize the ball and socket. Nice. Then, feeling the way the feet are attached to the ground, take your block back and let's place it. And you can do this without the block, behind the right foot. So as you stand in front of it, can you still, without the feedback of the block, take those leg bones and move them into a position where you feel pinky toe, big toe, and the heel. Then, right leg comes up, lunge back, find your block, look back at it. Then let your right knee bend so that it's pointing down at the floor. Then tip forward, cross your left hip joint. Here's where I really have to focus. My foot wanted to pronate inward. I have to think about those muscles on the outside of the left hip. Then keep the torso flexed forward and go down and up. Maybe not the whole way up. Left knee and toes point forward. Right knee and toes point forward. Slowly down, slow up. Push through the heel. Tip forward a little bit more across the hip joint. Make sure it's not across the back. We don't want to load that while we have weights. Option to bring the right leg up, warrior 3. Bring it back to the block and go down. Ooh, I know, I need to move my back. Tip forward, warrior 3, back and down. If you're losing that foot lock on the left, maybe keep the toes down. Yeah. Slowly bring yourself upright. Hopefully you felt a little something exciting on that left hip. A little. Let's try that on the other side. It doesn't take much, does it? What a hard lesson to learn over the years is if you do it really well, you don't have to do as much as you think you do. I did 5 vinyasas in front of a physical therapist that I hang out with once a month. I could hardly lift my arms today. Huh? Let's bend that left knee, tip forward across the right hip joint. Make sure the arms aren't hanging forward. Plug them back a little bit. Figure out if you're in neutral spine or you're overextending or overflexing. And try going up and down here. Keep the torso tipped forward across the right hip joint. When and if you're ready, shift and lift. Come back to the block. Go down, part way up, and lift. Back and down. What's happening at your right foot is determined by what's happening at your right hip. Woo. Maybe this last warrior 3 hold. Slowly bring yourself upright. Yeah. Place that foot down. Take the shoulders rolling forward. Up, back, halfway down. Where do the arms hang? What direction do the palms face? Move your block out of the way. Oh boy. Have your block at the front edge of your mat. Posterior chain. So that means we're going to be doing back bends. We want to make sure that the back bend is lengthening and extending the whole spine, low back, mid back, upper back, as opposed to kinking, dropping back. So we're coming to the front edge of the mat. Pretend you have the block between your feet. So turn isometrically, turn those heels by moving the femurs. Then shift into chair, bend and reach. This time, let's do the cat, cow. Then coming back, take the weights out in front of your knees and tip over. So that you have a nice long S curve of the spine here. Keeping the weights close to the body, come back upright. Neutral spine, as if somebody's pulling your pelvis back. And back upright. Make sure we're not bending at the back for this. So we're gonna stay in this half fold. Reach the arms forward a little bit. Bring them back so the elbows are in line with the shoulders. Bring the scapulas towards each other slightly, and then reach down and up. Make sure the elbows don't go back. They stay out wide in line with your shoulders. And then float the whole way down and bend your spine over your legs. And let's pick up that left leg, lunge it back, knee down. Unfurl yourself up. Then take your arm bones at the shoulders and turn them so your palms face forward. And then reach the arms back at the shoulder. Elbows are straight. Then remember to hold that grapefruit between your chin and your chest. We don't want to get an arthritic neck. And then exhale, belly back, ribs back, chest back. Strong extension here. Your left butt cheek should kick on as you go back. You shouldn't have to ask it to. Arms reach back, you can pulse them. Arms come in, squeeze them towards each other slightly. Take a break for a second, reach forward. Make sure you don't feel your ribs poking out of your torso. They're just melted right back in, even if that means your extension's less. And then come forward. Spread the fingers wide. Hands come down, forward leg back. Take the hips back toward the heels for child's pose. Staying here if that's a good idea today, or round the spine up into cat. Pull everything up toward the ceiling. Shift forward in the neutral spine. From here, belly goes back, rib cage goes back, shoulders away from the ears, and the points of your elbows point back. Keep the back broad and slowly go halfway down to the floor. From here, release the pelvis. Then shoulders are back, slowly straighten the elbows. Take the hips back toward the heels. Into child's pose. This time coming up, Extend the spine a little bit. Press your left foot toward the ceiling. Then flex the spine, curl in, and lift that shin away from the floor. Step left foot to left hand. Rotate the shoulder. Palms face the front. Reach the arms back, squeeze them in a little bit. Exhale. Remember to go up. The ribs should not be sticking out in the front of your shirt. Tuck the chin toward the chest. That right butt cheek should be engaged. Then, coming forward, left leg back. We're pretty warmed up. You are welcome to try downward facing dog instead of child's pose. From either one, straighten at the elbows. Let the knees bend. And as we move through this vinyasa, we're going to do it really slowly and find your weak spots. For me, my left elbow wants to buckle. My left tricep has a hard time extending the elbow. So if you notice that on your dominant side, which is very common, stay here and play around with this. Just breathe. Those elbows point a little more down toward the floor, not completely. I have lotion on my hands. I'm sliding. Anyone else? Oh my gosh. So find the areas you need to work on. Then lift your bottom up. Lift your heels way up. Slowly, from child's pose or down dog, wave yourself forward into plank. Same principle, whether knees are down or up, belly's back, leg bones are rotated out across the front so you feel the whole ball of the foot. Ribs are back, head is back, shoulders back. Then from here, all we do is bend the elbows. Release the knees, pelvis to the mat. And we're going to stay here this time and take the block. Squeeze it between the thighs. I need to move your weights forward slightly. We're going to bring the arms back. Turn at your shoulders so the palms face down. Tuck the chin toward the chest. Roll the front of the thighs away from each other so you feel the big toenail touching and your butt kicked on. Grip the block. Feel if your butt muscles are what lifts up your leg. It shouldn't be your low back. If it is, do less. Then breathe in, push the belly into the floor. Exhale, lift it back, ribs back, chest back, arms up and back. Find your weak spots. Figure out where you need to focus. Hands come down. Might be nice to move your weights and turn your head one direction and relax for a couple breaths. If you think this is fun, I'm subbing tomorrow morning. I don't know if those people are going to think this is fun. Then coming back, forehead faces the mat. Hands come back under the shoulders. Roll the leg bones in and grip that block. But this time, keep the legs down. The whole pelvis stays to the mat. We're only coming up into high cobra, but the points at the top of the pelvis don't leave the mat. Breathe in, belly pushes into the mat. Exhale, belly back, ribs back, chest back. Inhale down. The farther up you go, the more the butt muscles should work. Make sure you're not throwing the head back. Just keep it right there. Chin slightly lower than forehead. If you have a tendency to really kink in your low back, do less. Come down, turn your head the other direction. The next one's a little rigorous. You are welcome to do the first one that we did or the second one. Sometimes just getting the shoulders used to being back to where they should be instead of hanging forward is enough. Option to bend the knees. Place the block wide ways between the feet and the bottom of the feet point at the ceiling. You'll notice that your pelvis popped up off the floor. Actively press it down. Gaze is at the mat. Roll the arms so the shoulders roll away from the floor and your palms face the mat. Draw the knees in, squeeze that block. Then try to use your butt muscles to lift the front of the thighs. On an exhale, belly back, ribs back, chest back. Arms reach back and up. Knees can bend more. This is bow pose. Slowly come back down. Move that block off to the side. Hands under shoulders. Shoulders back. Hips come back toward the heels, child's pose. Here's a forward bend. Staying in child's pose or coming up to all fours, hover the knees, and back to downward facing dog. Either one. Knees bend, arms are straight, back is broad. Wave forward, high plank. Stay here if this is the area you need to work on. Make sure the head's not dragging forward. From here, bend the elbows. Keep the back broad, then let the shoulder blades come toward the spine for cobra. Shoulders are back. Lift back up to kneeling plank. Curl the toes under. Downward facing dog. And remember, from child's pose, come onto all fours and lift up your left leg with knee bent. From down dog, just lift up your left leg. We're all going to curl it in. Take the shin away from the floor. Step left foot to left hand. Right knee comes down and we grab the block. Blocks in front of the left foot. Woo. Then back toes curl under. That's a lie. Block is in front of the right foot. Then push your left heel down, float the right leg up, or keep the right toes down. We tend to come into flexion for warrior three. So breathe in, and as you exhale, extend the spine slightly. Think cow pose. Left arm comes up. If you can keep that nice lock on the foot, meaning your left leg is doing what it did when you had the block, bring the right arm up. Bring the hand down anytime you need to. Then bring your body upright over that left leg bone. Right leg stays lifted. Right leg comes up higher. Arms float up. Let's rotate at the hip. Tree pose. Woo! Then let's take that leg and slide it in front. Reach your arms a little more forward. Toward that corner between the wall and the ceiling. And then bring that leg across the thigh. Then that right leg goes back. Hands come down. Move the block forward slightly. Left leg back, down dog or child's pose. I'm doing child's pose this time. From down dog, a little more challenging to keep those arms straight using those triceps. We're all going to lift the bottom up. Wave forward into plank or kneeling plank. Belly back, ribs back, head back, shoulders away from the ears. Then feel that broadness to your back and keep it that way as you come halfway down. Release to the floor. Cobra. Hover the hands. We've been here before. Before, shoulders back, straighten at the elbows. Hips come back toward the heels or downward facing dog. Down dog, lift your right leg. Child's pose, come onto all fours and lift your right leg. Tuck it in close. Move your shin away from the floor. Step foot to hand. Place block out in front of left foot. Back toes curl under. Floating up into warrior three. Remember, this warrior three is a little bit of a back bend, but it should be low, mid, upper back. Make sure it's just not low back. Bend your hips and knees more than you think you need to. Reach back, reach forward. Decide if you'd like to bring the left arm up. Arms could be out wide. Hands could be at the heart. Slowly bring yourself upright. Arms come forward and up. Rotate out at your left hip. Bring that leg forward. Slide it above the knee. Reach your arms to that corner. You could take that left leg, move it towards you and away from you. You could just fall over. That's what I'm going to do. Slide back, place the hands down, move your block out of the way. Down dog or child's pose. Knees bend, bottom lifts up. Wave forward, push back, head back, halfway down, knees, pelvis to the floor. Make sure the shoulder caps are back in line with the ears. Shift back. Back to downward facing dog or child's pose. This might be your last one, so have fun with it. Whichever one you would like to do. And then coming up onto all fours. One leg steps forward, the other leg. Even here, what's happening at your feet? What's happening at your hips? Sweep the arms out. Lift chest, ribs, and belly to come back up. Hands come down to the heart. Oh boy, that's fun, wasn't it? Yeah. I know I walked in this morning, I'm like, it's so cold in here. It's not cold in here anymore. Grab your strap. Don't want to forget any of the fun stuff we're doing this week. And speaking of fun stuff, we're going to place this, and we want to have the ability to do this without holding on, just like putting on your shoes and socks and your underpants, whatever you're putting on. This is important. Above the knees, if we don't do this much, you can go below the knees if you've done it for a while. So you can move over to the wall like Thomas does, if that allows you to do your fire hydrants better. They're just something I do. I try to at least 3-4 times a week, but I like every day, 3 sets of 10. People say, how do I stretch my glutes? I'm like, if you're sitting, they're pretty stretched. This is going to do the opposite. We're going to contract those muscles on the sides. So shift in the chair. Remember the cue about pointing where the heels point via the hip. Then hands at the heart. We're going to flamingo our left leg. So here's where it gets fun for me. You see my femur collapsing in already? I am going to focus on holding that femur out and then take the right leg out to the side and then back down. So if your version is executed much better just with a finger on the wall, that's a better option for now. You'll very quickly get strong enough. The pelvis needs to be level. So I'm not leaning over to the side. Lower the squat, the more challenge it is. Hold and come back. So on this side, before I even move my left leg, I'm asking my right leg not to collapse inward, and it's having a hard time. Hold out there at end range, bring it back. So you're getting a balance component. And I know, Maria, I know. And after about 10, we come up. My favorite way to do these is at home. I put my hands, both hands on a chair seat, and I do them like that. But I like to do a couple sets like this to add in the balance component. That instability is good for you. I know it's frustrating. Let's come back into chair. Remember what the upper leg bones should be doing. Then flamingo this is your right leg. And then out, hold, and back. And the whole time I'm thinking stabilize. You may feel more work in your standing leg. Yeah, it's both legs, honey, it's both. Shoulders back. Yes, Jen. Jen, you sit at a desk with a computer, don't you? I know. This is hard, isn't it? Yeah, I know. Huh? Yes, the standing legs gonna cook a little more in those. What's that? Surely that's. Surely that's Jen. So yeah. Do you can get these bands at Walmart, Target, Academy. You have no idea how much, just 3 sets of 10 a day. It doesn't take very long. It's like your squats. Do a set of squats if you have to sit at a desk. A set every hour. So let's come back. I know. And let's hold the block because it's only 9:43. I love it. And so much more time for fun. So, does everybody feel the butt kick on? And it's wonderful, isn't it? And the people behind you at the store are going to appreciate this too. Woo! So, keep those muscles working. It should stabilize the femurs. Bring the arms forward and up. You can keep them down if you need to. Exhale, belly back, ribs back, chest back. So it's a back bend, but it's a tiny one. And then pulse the arms a little bit. Shift your center of gravity forward enough that you feel your toes. But you feel those hip muscles working. And then tip forward. So now your torso is parallel to the floor. Your booty's back. Same thing. Rotate the femurs so you feel a change at the feet. Arms come forward and up. Exhale, belly back, ribs back, chest back. Little back bend here. Same thing, pulsing the arms. Hold one. And then fold down. One leg comes back, the other leg comes back. Hands under shoulders, knees hip distance apart. Feet flatten out or toes curl under. Belly back, ribs back, chest back. Extend the spine. Way more in the middle than the two ends. Your low back and your neck are very mobile. Then curl the tail under. Belly, ribs, chest. Move away from the mat. Then tilt the tail up with abdominal control. Try not to let it just droop. Belly, ribs, chest. Move toward the floor. Head comes forward. I don't crank it back. Curl into cat. Extend into cow. And then shift through on your bottom. Think about how much time you spend in forward head. So coming to yoga and doing back bends here is not going to help much. So Think about the 4-finger rule. Can I keep 4 fingers from the base of the skull? Or if you have a long giraffe neck, it could be 5 or 6 fingers, but at least 4. If you keep squishing your fingers when you're doing back bends, you're bending mostly here. And those vertebrae are tiny, delicate. Feet on the floor. C curve or sacral sitting. This is neutral. You should feel the sits bones. And this would be a back bend. So we're going to come to neutral first. Slide the hands back. Elbows squeeze back towards each other. You might have a little stretch sensation in your chest wall, your pecs. That's okay. Take a breath in, belly back, ribs back, chest slightly back, chin tucks. Push down, come up into reverse tabletop, or stay right where we were. If this is a lot on your shoulders or any muscles don't feel good, come back out of it to what we just did before where our bottom was down. If you're okay here and you want to, straighten one leg out in front of you, then the other. Your posterior chain is working a lot. Slowly come back down. Or quickly, bend at your hips and knees, and then reach forward. You might have hands on the floor. You might have hands on feet. But just like standing forward fold, belly, ribs, chest connects to the thighs. And unfurl back up. Scoot your bottom forward, come down onto your back. Arms are out wide. Let's do a little twisting of the lower half of the body and the head. Then from here, bring your arms down closer by your sides. Move at your shoulder to rotate your palms up toward the ceiling. So get used to this idea of moving the ball and socket of the shoulder to change where the arm and the hands are. You'll notice that you can move your hands up and down, jazz hands. But for this, let's move shoulders. Then take your scapulas back toward your spine a little bit so that you feel a flatness between the floor and your mid-back. Tuck the chin down toward the chest, maybe have a little stretch sensation in the back of the neck. That's not a bad thing. Drop the ribs down, but keep the low back slightly off the mat. And then lift the whole trunk up in the bridge. So if you're looking down the front of your body and you see ribs popping up, drop them down. Then from here, see what happens if you lift your left heel. Does the bridge stay up? Bring it down and lift your right heel. And down. Try that a few times. If that's working okay, and your bridge is not wobbling, try lifting your whole left leg up and straightening at the knee. And then bring the leg down. Then your right leg comes up and down. Bridge should stay stable and steady, not tense or rigid, just stable. Let's keep the right leg up or lift the right leg up. Turn outward, bend at the knee, place the right ankle past the left thigh and come down. Take your arms out wide. Turn your pelvis to the left and your head to the right. That right leg may move in toward the floor. Coming back up. Right leg off of left. Press your shoulders back. Bridge up. This time take your hands under your bridge and bend at your wrists and just interlace the tips of your fingers with your chin down toward your chest, but your neck is not on the floor. Press your shoulders back. Feel those butt muscles. And let's pick up the left leg. Let's bend at the knee, turn outward, Ankle past thigh, arms out wide. Bring your bridge down, twist right, head turns left. That left leg may collapse toward the mat. You may move it back and forth. Coming back up, left leg off of right. Hold on behind the knees. Face the bottom of the feet more toward the ceiling. Bring the legs wide. You could hold on to the ankles or the big toes if you can reach them easily. Then close the eyes and gently rock side to side. This is spinal flexion. You should feel your spine rounding. Or you may feel your spine rounding. How's that? It's not terribly dignified. That's why eyes are closed. And then bring the bottom of the feet together and bring the feet toward the floor. Let the legs go out into butterfly. And then bring them up about 50%. The ribs are down. The low back is not overarched. If it is, drop the ribs down as opposed to pressing the pelvis down too much. And just hold there so that those inner and outer thigh muscles are starting to communicate. And they're sending that feedback back to the hip joint about how to stabilize this joint so it stays strong and stable. Then place the hands on the outside of the knees. Stretch one leg out long in front of you, the other leg. Reach the arms up. Thumbs are facing the wall behind you. Exhale, reach the arms overhead. The thumbs may touch, they may not. Back of the hands may touch. Breathe in. And exhale through the mouth. And while you're here in this position, take one hand forward. If you feel the ribs poking upward, try to draw them down so you feel the backside of the rib cage touching the floor. And just spend 3 more breaths here. And then the arms come down. The eyes are already closed. The legs straighten out. And we relax. The breath starts to deepen again. Which slows down the heart rate. Shifts you into rest and digest. The air moving across your skin evaporates the perspiration and brings the core body temperature back to an optimal level. How's the breath, the body, and the brain? Take 5 belly breaths. And at the end, check back in. Get some biofeedback on the breath, the body, and the brain. What has changed? What has shifted? If you have a block under the pelvis, bridge up enough to slide it out from underneath you. Let's all bend the knees and curl the legs in toward the belly. Spinal flexion. The spine goes in both directions. It bends forward and it bends back. It bends